Hi, Everett Farnell here with Direct Response CopywritingGenius.com. And I'm sitting among my office, and you can't tell from your little narrow point of view. I can tell because I can see what you see on the screen here. But you can't tell, but my entire office looks like a can of what the hell happened in there blew up. We're in the middle of doing some rearranging, and I got books piled literally at some point 3.5 feet deep on my desk. So the computer's a little askew, and you can see that everything's not perfect. I don't have the leaning tower or the leaning bookshelf of Pisa over there. I just simply have a computer that won't set quite level because my desk is covered with junk. Anyway, so just wanted to come to you today, and look, I've decided I'm going to give it all away. Okay, I'm going to give you the holy grail tip of copywriting. I'm going to teach you exactly how I wrote as a very green copywriter, how I wrote a piece of copy that in its various forms has done $4, $5, $6 million. I don't know. I left one company so that I don't have the sales figures for at one company, but I know the thing's done $4 or $5 million, $6 million worth of sales, and its various incarnations, and it's basically the same copy. So I'm going to teach you how I wrote that, what I did to write it, and I'm probably going to get a bunch of hate mail from other copywriters because I'm going to give away the biggest secret. Well, the second biggest secret. The first biggest secret is that the list matters a hell of a lot more than the copy. That's the first biggest secret. The best copy in the world. You could take the best piece of copy in the world and send it to a wholly and thoroughly uninterested group, and you're not getting anything. Take a mediocre piece of copy and send it to a starving crowd. There you go. And, hats off. Don't have any hat right now, but hats off to Gary Halbert for his starving crowd analogy. If you don't know what it is, then, well, I'm not going to go into it. If you don't know what it is, Google it. The Gary Halbert starving crowd. I'm sure it's somewhere out there. Anyway, so the first most important thing is the list. You don't have to have great copy if you have a great list. Very hyper-responsive, starving crowd kind of people. But the second easiest thing, the second biggest secret that copywriters don't tell you, that they keep to themselves. I'm going to give you it. I'm going to lay it out bare, and I'm probably going to do it to my detriment because, to be honest with you, once you have this secret, you might not even need anybody's copywriting courses. You might not need any books. You might not need any consulting from me. You might not need anything. You might just be able to go ahead and go forward. And you might be able to just shut everybody off. You might not need any copywriting coaches once you learn this secret. That's how powerful it is, and I'm not kidding with you. I mean, I'm being 100% serious. I would not doubt at all if I get hate mail from copywriters, if I get threats about giving off the biggest secret. So here it is. I hope you're ready for it, and I hope you're ready to go, because I'm not going to promise to keep this video up for any period of time. I may pull it down. I may pull it down for many reasons, not the least of which is, quite frankly, and I know this might sound overly dramatic, but if I start getting really serious, credible threats from people in the direct response marketing business who make their money by selling you their services or their products, then I may have to consider taking the video down. I don't know. I don't respond well to threats, so I might, if that happens, I might promote the video more and tell them bring it on. But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. But seriously, I don't want to sound overly dramatic, but I'm being very serious. I mean, this is the This is the way that the best copywriters write the best copy for your business when they don't know anything about your business. It's the absolute secret they use. And by the way, if you're using copywriter, if you used a copywriter before and they didn't do this, get rid of them. Tell them bye. Hasta la taco. Because they're not worth their salt. I'm being absolutely serious. Get rid of them. So anyway, what is this big secret? What is the big secret that's gonna get me hate mail and have people hating me and get me death threats from people who make their money by selling you services? And here it is. Ready, set. If you really want to write some fantastic copy for your business, if you really want to write copy that's just going to pull like mad, all you have to do is find your best salesperson, whether that's you or somebody else. Record that person giving their best sales presentation. So you might want to wire them up so that you can record them while they're actually giving a real sales presentation. If you can't do that, then set them in a role model kind of way and record them, in a role-playing situation, and record them, give the sales presentation there. But you want to listen to them giving their best sales presentation. Record several copies of it. Like I said, preferably live copies, so that you can take the ones where they actually sold, where they actually closed, and you can take them and kind of use them. You transcribe that material. And then you make those transcriptions. You kind of jigsaw them together, because most of them are going to be the same. But if you have several different copies of sales presentations that they've given, you take ones where they actually sold, and then you're going to find little chunks here and little pieces there that are different. So you add those little chunks and little pieces in, and you make that transcription look like a letter. You clean it up, you polish it up, takes out the uhs and the ums and the oohs, tighten it up, make sure that it's as tight, that your communication is as tight as possible, so that while you're oftentimes repeating the same thing over and over again, you're not doing it in such a way as to repeat it sentence after sentence. So, for example, if somebody's in a sales presentation and they said, well, let me explain how this works. I'm going to use something I used to sell vacuum cleaners. Let me explain how this works. You see, when you hit this button right here, the button is a heavy-duty button, so that your kids aren't going to hurt it. It's not going to get torn off. You're not going to have any problems there. But when you hit the button, the thing comes on, and then that connects to the power head, and the power head comes on. So you see, the button connects to the button. The wire comes up through here and connects to here, and then goes down to the power head, and the power head comes on all on the one. Well, obviously, you don't want to have that written out like that, and that's a very poor demonstration. I'm just pulling something off my head. But in person, you might repeat something 2, 3, 4 times right in a row. In a sales letter, you don't want to do that. So you're repeating chunks of information, sales presentation over and over and over again, 2, 3 times throughout the sales letter. But you're not repeating yourself sentence behind sentence. So you want to clean it up for that thing. Make the copy tight, make it work. But there's your sales letter. There's your sales letter. There's your sales letter. And any copywriter worth their salt is going to ask you to please have your best sales presentation, 2 or 3 or 4 of them recorded and transcribed and sent over to them for review. If they just say they want to hear it and they ask for it, I assure you that's going to a transcriptionist and it's getting transcribed, and that's the sales letter. It's literally that easy. I mean, I know they want to, say guys who are writing copy, and I'm not writing copy anymore. Only for myself and my businesses for the most part. I mean, the rare client I'll actually take on and write some copy for. It's just too much work. I mean, a really very successful multimillionaire real estate guru told me one time. I said something about writing copy, and he says, "Why would I want to write copy for somebody else?" Now this was when I was writing copy, and I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He says, "Why would I want to write copy for somebody else? I get paid what, 25, 30, 40, 50,000, 100. How much can I get paid?" He goes, "Why would I want to write somebody else's copy? I do that. I write a piece of copy for somebody, and I get paid 25, 30, 40,000 dollars plus a small royalty." He said, "I write a piece of copy for myself. It's easier to write, and I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on it as long as I use it. Maybe $1 million a year on it as long as I use it. Why would I want to write copy for somebody else?" And I scratched my head and said, makes sense to me. So I write my own copy for my own businesses. We do very well with it. I will occasionally take on somebody else's copy, but I really don't want to. That's why I'm willing to give this tip away. That's why I'm willing to let you know that that's how you write really fantastic copy. So listen, if you want to get some more of my tips, and I promise you it's well worth it, they're free tips, you can shoot over to directresponsecopywritinggenius.com. Of course, I do have some products. I do have a program that you can take advantage of. But shoot over to directresponsecopywritinggenius.com. Directresponsecopywritinggenius.com. Go ahead and get on my list. Now you can just do an RSS feed and get the latest blog updates, and that's good. But I also do stuff strictly to my list. So there's stuff that only people who are members can get. Only people who have signed up on the list, only people who get my emails. There's a lot of stuff that only those guys get. It's not available to people who just stumble across the blog. So go ahead and shoot over there. Plus, there's some cool premiums and stuff. So go on, shoot over, take a look at it. And in the meantime, if you need to write your sales letter, you need to write it quick. 2 or 3 or 4 sales presentations from jobs that actually close, from your best salesperson. Get them transcribed, clean it up, polish it up, put the differences together, and boom, you've got a powerful sales letter. Anyway, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.